Guys, what's going on? And welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Patlanta. We are back with another video. We're going to be showing you a little bit of a huge, actually not a little bit, it's a huge mail day that I've got in store for you today. A lot of purchases going on, a lot of football cards, just because it's off season. This is a good time to be buying right before the draft and everything. You know, January and February is probably the most strongest times, unless you've got these teams in the playoffs and whatnot. But if you've got people that you think that are going to be good in the future, a lot of their cards that, and if they're not shining in the playoffs, a lot of those cards get forgotten about and whatnot. Also, there are some key players, right? There's some cards that I've been buying that I think are undervalued still, like rookies that are going for more than guys that have Super Bowls under their belt now. You know what I mean? So it's like, this is a great opportunity to be buying cards that you think have potential in the long run. Players, speculation, all that, that's all on you. But I do my own speculating. There's people that I like and that I would like to collect. So this is my chance to be getting into their cards, grading them, some of them holding and then some of them flipping for profit. So we've got in order here. So we're going to start off with running backs. So we're going to start off with the running backs that I've been buying. And then there's also certain variations, like you can probably see here, a little sneak peek of this Alvin Kamara here. This card right here is gnarly. This is I believe this is a Cosmic, or this is a Cosmic Nebula. This is a very short print, not many created in this variation. And also this is the sweet level. This is kind of a newer variation that Select does. Select does multiple variations. They'll do a concourse, field level, and sweet level, and maybe those are the three that they do. But this card right here is just, there's a lot going on, you know, a lot of different colorways. You've got the this beautiful blue up here, this pinkish purple blended in. It's almost like mysterious, and I just really like the card. So it was at a decent value too. Alvin Kamara is a troublesome running back. I mean, as long as he's in the league, he's kind of a dual threat. You can hand it off to him and you can throw it out in flats to him and he'll make big plays. So I thought this card was too good to pass on. So went ahead and grabbed this sweet level Alvin Kamara. Pretty dope card to start us off with. Here, this guy needs no introduction. As I always say, Jahmyr Gibbs is probably going to be one of the premier backs in our league, if not the #1 back here soon. He is just phenomenal. He lights up the Vikings every time we play him. For some reason, we can rush the quarterback, but we can't stop Jahmyr Gibbs. So it's really crazy, this guy. He scored like 4 touchdowns on us. This is his Silver Prism rookie card, sweet level. So I was able to get this for a decent price, probably below like $5. So definitely I am grabbing some Jahmyr Gibbs cards. Here, this guy in college was just absolutely filthy. He hasn't had a chance much to run in the NFL because Kyren Williams for the Rams is a great running back. But they got this guy just sitting on ice, and whenever they're ready, they're gonna let him loose. And Blake Corum can really chew up yards and get touchdowns. He's a phenomenal athlete. Jim Harbaugh used him well in Michigan, and I guarantee you, Sean McVay is going to do some things with Blake Corum as well. This was kind of just a throw-in, but I had to go ahead and present it. Tank Bigsby. Somebody just threw this card in. This is a rookie card patch. So, you know, it's not from any specific game. Like if you guys look down here, this is the trick they've been doing. They just been cutting and putting jerseys in there now. It's not really like game worn. Back in the day, they used to put game worn or player worn, so that the player would just throw the jersey on and then they'd take it from him. Since he had it on, they could say it was player worn, and then, you know, the value of it was more. But now these values don't go up too high. But Tank Bigsby was a good running back, and let's look to see if he does anything next year. This guy right here, I just feel like we haven't seen his potential. And I probably got this less than what the guy graded it for. So auctions, people are auctioning off these cards now. The 2003 sets are going for a lot cheaper than what they were initially going for. So I picked up this Bijan Robinson, and I'm just going to sit and hold on to this card until his value really starts to rise and reach to where it should be. Bijan Robinson. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next. We've got wide receivers coming up next. So here, this guy is generational talent, really, at the wide receiver position. Ladd McConkey is an amazing wide receiver. He's going to do big things. I watched him in Georgia, and he's already done huge things. What he caught for like almost 200 yards in the playoffs. This is the only guy that Justin Herbert really sees right now and can make plays, because Justin Herbert isn't like super accurate. This guy will go and get the ball. So I really like Ladd McConkey. So I'm buying as much as I can of Ladd. That's a good Ladd. Here's a green of Ladd McConkey, right? So once again, just buying up Ladd McConkeys here. This is a green prism. I always check out centering. The centerings always look good when they come to me, but it's like everything else has to check out at that point. Brian Thomas Jr. really lit it up. This wide receiver class was phenomenal. I mean, like even the tight end with Brock Bowers in the 23. And I think the 23 is starting to relax, and because everyone's chasing Jaden Daniels and all the new players from the year before, right? Caleb Williams and in that draft class as well. I'm sorry, this is that draft class. Sorry. So he was the guy that really shined. So 2024 is an excellent wide receiver. I mean, that is going to be probably one of the best drafts we've ever witnessed for quite some time. I mean, there's a lot of talent. And this guy was taken way lower than any of the other wide receivers. So I definitely am stocking up on Brian Thomas Jr. He's super quick. Whenever you see him catch the ball and take off, the guy's like miles away from defenders. I mean, he just starts picking up more distance. So here we'll just go down the line. Got a green Pulsar, Brian Thomas Jr., a rated rookie optic. This is the preview. So these came out of the Donruss sets, but this is just a preview, and this card looks super sharp. It's like a red wave. This is a tough one right here. This is the Pandora. It's kind of got some crazy boxes that shine and shimmer depending upon how the light hits it. But these are number also to 400, and this is number 161 out of 400. So really nice variation of Brian Thomas Jr. The serial numbers go really well. Also, inserts like this, right? This is called the stained glass. People like these inserts because it adds a little flair, a little more flashier than your basic standard card. So this is out of the Mosaic set, 2024 Brian Thomas Jr. Sorry, these are considered case hits. So this card probably sold for like $150-ish. So I got it for like around that area. So yeah, those are good cards. My boy Justin Jefferson, I had to pick up one of him. I really love this. This was their throwback kind of retro style jersey. And I just love the gold outline on the numbers, the gold accents on the shoulder pads, and plus with it matching the pants and the helmet. It's matte. I mean, this card is just nasty. So I had to pick it up. And plus this is the checkerboard. It's almost like a race flag. And you know Justin Jefferson has wheels. Here's a green Pulsar, a Rome Odunze. Been buying Rome Odunze. I have hope in Caleb Williams. And plus Rome Odunze is really good. Played at Washington. Had a decent first year. Didn't go like crazy, but that team is building. Plus with Ben Johnson from the Detroit Lions going over there, that offense is going to be cooking next year. I truly feel that. So I'm starting to pick up some Bear stuff, even though I'm a Vikings fan. Here's a green wave, Rome Odunze. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe these come out of the Fanatics exclusive blasters. So here's a green wave of Rome Odunze prism. This guy right here needs no introduction, right? Marvin Harrison Jr. It's got the pedigree. His father was a Hall of Famer. He didn't really cook last year like we thought, so his prices are really down. And so this is like, I'm trying to buy as much Marvin Harrison Jr. as I can, because I think he will have one decent year. If it's not next year, it might be the year after, because wide receivers or any type of offensive players, for some reason, their third year, they really just go off. So just buying this guy, you know, kind of dollar cost averaging in on Marvin Harrison Jr. Going to continue to pick up more of his cards. I don't know if this was a throw-in or something. I don't know why I would have bought this. Chris Olave for the Saints is numbered to 75. Maybe it was just super cheap. I think maybe it was like 99 cents or something. That would be the only explanation that I bought this card. But I think it was just too cheap to pass on. So I picked up a Chris Olave. Hopefully him and Derek Carr figure it out. Excuse me. All right, here we go. We got a Troy Franklin for the Denver Broncos. So this guy, I just listened to a lot of podcasts, right? Roto World, Dynasty style fantasy leagues, and they're always looking for value. This guy was brought up, so I was able to get this card for under $20. It's an autographed Troy Franklin Silver Prism. If he decides that, you know, if him and Bo Nix decide to figure it out, I mean, that there could be value for me, right? So I could make some money. I mean, this card could potentially reach up to 100 to 150 next year. And then especially if it's graded a Gem Mint 10, that's going to be a very liquid card. So just buying value with Troy Franklin. Here's another value play here. Jalen Polk plays for the Patriots. Drake May is a promising quarterback. So I'm telling you, this last draft is just phenomenal. There's so much talent and potential in it. So I am just buying as I can. My boy Puka. So I went to the 49ers game, saw Puka, yelled out to him, and he was like, "What's up, man?" So kind of a Puka fan now, just because he's cool with the fans. This is a blue checkerboard. These are numbered to 199. And so I had to pick this up, and I think it was just really cheap. You know, most of the stuff I buy is on auctions, and these selects grade really well. I mean, I think I gem 10'd on predominantly most of my Wembies. So same card, it's just a different set for football. So I'm continuing to buying Puka Nacua, and if I see it for a good price, I'm gonna pick it up. Once again, like I said, here's a Puka Nacua. This is a red Mojo Prism. This is probably a short print. They don't make too many of these, but a really nice card. This is from the 2023 draft, Jordan Addison, Green Velocity. Had to grab my boy Jordan Addison. He is a great secondary player, but he could definitely, he's like a second option, but I guarantee you this guy could go and be a #1 anywhere else. So he's kind of like a T. Higgins, is in my opinion. For the Vikings, and you know, purple and gold, man, I gotta buy them boys. So Jordan Addison, pretty dope looking card. Oh, and I like green too, because it's like Hulk, right? Purple and green. I don't know, that's just that's what I collect. I like green Minnesota Vikings cards. And here I got this for dirt cheap too. This was at an auction as well. Just picked up this Gem Mint 10 Jordan Addison. Just gonna sit on this guy. He's a solid athlete. Just any day of the week, he'll go off. All right, here to the fun stuff, right? The QBs. When we're talking football, you always want to buy QBs. Positional players and specialty players, they don't really do as well as QBs. QBs are the predominant, and as you can see, this stack is way bigger. So I always buy a lot of QBs. Those are the cash cows. Those guys make the money. So let's go ahead and hop into that. So first off here, Jalen Hurts just won a Super Bowl, and for winning a Super Bowl and having won a Super Bowl and a team that's going to be coming back next year and just probably going to be doing it again, they might run into the Commanders. That might be their biggest threat. I don't see Dallas being a problem. I don't see, you know, who else is in that? The Giants definitely not going to be a problem. So Jalen Hurts, I see just value right now for what he's accomplished already in his career. His value, dirt cheap. I think I've seen this before. You know, if he goes and wins a second one, now we're riding the wave and we're heading up to, you know, he gets 2, 3, 4 more. Now we're talking Patrick Mahomes, GOAT conversation. And he seems so poised and just calm and collected. He made beautiful throws. I mean, dude, this guy, he's a gamer. And there's not many gamers, right? Sam Darnold, he cooked last year during the regular season, but when it got to the playoffs and in a crucial game at the end of the season against the Lions, just couldn't show up. You can't teach big game play, but this guy definitely got it. Jalen Hurts, #1. Everybody loves Joe Burrow. This is a number variation to 75. This is an orange too, so it's like a color match. Almost looks gold. So I went ahead and copped this. I think this card was for dirt cheap. I didn't realize it was a thick card. These don't grade well. So this just might be a stash, just put it away. But Joe Burrow, man, everybody loves Joe Burrow. Everybody still thinks highly of him. So, you know, it's just a matter of time till he gets his day. This guy right here played really well during the college football playoffs, you know, so I had to pick him up. CFP, he played really well. Riley Leonard for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. So I had to pick up one of his cards. He's got a great coach. So that team probably will continue to do well even throughout this year. This guy's going into the draft, and he's kind of being slept on. Kyle McCord. You know, this is his first Bowman. He played for Ohio State, then he went to Syracuse. But supposedly this guy's got some great touch on his passes. It's not just like fastball. He's got great touch on his passes and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of playing the draft with this guy. If he goes to a decent team, decent market, possibly could make a little bit of income or money on Kyle McCord. JJ McCarthy, this was a good buy right before Sam Darnold leaving to go to Seattle Seahawks. JJ McCarthy is going to be our starting quarterback in Minnesota. So I had to pick up some JJ, and I will continue to pick up JJ. His prices are still going up. I mean, JJ McCarthy is kind of going to be the hopeful guy. This is a base prism rookie card of JJ. Who I think is slept on is Caleb Williams. I think people just don't really understand what's about to happen in Chicago. I mean, the NFC North is already tough as it is, and to compete, you have to bring it. And it seems like the Chicago Bears are definitely doing what they need to get him protection so that he can throw to the weapons, and he's got tons of weapons over there. So Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, look for him to have a big year next year. This guy right here, Jaden Daniels, I don't need to say much about him. Everybody's collecting them. Everybody's buying them right now. So hopefully this gems and can make a little money on Jaden. Here's another green prism of Jalen Hurts. This guy put one of the stickers here. So I probably won't be able to show you the card. It's pretty, I don't know, that's an interesting seal. I've never seen anything like that. It's pretty cool. But bought it from Snake Pit Cards, and Jalen Hurts wave, and it's green, so goes along, color match, right? People like that. So Jalen Hurts. Here, another future Hall of Famer, Josh Allen. This is numbered to 340. This is off the Phoenix set, and this card's just got a lot going on. It's the red, or maybe even the orange, and it's got that prismatic shimmer in the background. So Josh Allen, man, he's a solid player. I haven't given up on this dude. I think he's going to be really good. This is a Stars Prism variation of CJ Stroud. I like buying cards that have come out of case breaks and people put them in a one touch and they don't touch it. They don't mess with it. They just end up listing it and selling it. So that's what this guy did. Hopefully this card checks out and grades well. This is the Hollow Stars Prism of CJ Stroud. This card was gnarly and I had to get it. I don't have many Lamar Jackson, so I have to start adding him, and he's always in contention. Everybody wants to say he's MVP every year. So I had to go ahead and get this. This is a tie-dye Phenomenon. So this is a Phenomenon insert. As you guys can see right here, it says Phenomenon. These are really cool cards, and Lamar Jackson is just always in the MVP running. These are numbered 6 out of 25. Pretty dope card. I just love the colorways, right? Tie-dye, got the red over here, yellow and green. Super sick card. I just really love this insert set from Select. Wow, here's a whammy. It's a big card right here. Paid a lot of money for this. This is the Caleb Williams Kaboom. Once again, like I was saying, Caleb Williams is going to be, I think he's going to have a great year next year. He's got a great offensive coordinator, and the Bears seem to have found their head coach. Hopefully he can kind of bring whatever was going on in Detroit there. I mean, if you make Jared Goff good, probably going to make Caleb Williams good, because Caleb Williams is probably 10 times better than Jared Goff in my opinion. I don't know. You guys can light me up in the comment section below if you think I'm wrong. But this is a Kaboom. These are very nice, very liquid cards. So if this grades 10, I could probably just resell this card and make some money like instantly. Caleb Williams Kaboom. Jaden Daniels kabooms, untouchable, man, so expensive. All right, so looks like we've moved into standby. Let me make sure here. All right, cool, we'll move those over there. Here's a Brock Purdy. I just thought this card looked cool. Also in a one touch, never touched by anybody else. It is a thick card, so the chances of it grading well is probably, you know, not good. But look at the auto. I was so impressed by this autograph. This seems to be, yeah, it is a sticker auto, but Ultimate Sports Leaf, numbered 5 out of 25. Now, it doesn't have the 49ers logo on it, nor does it have the NFL logo or anything. But if you could ever make a card that is unlicensed and looks almost like it is licensed, this is it. And it's just a beautiful card, y'all. Tell me I'm wrong. This Brock Purdy is so nasty. So it seems like they're kind of rebuilding right now. They're moving away from everybody, but let's see what they do in the draft. Let's see. This is the off season. We're still cooking as far as trades go. We'll see what happens, but this Brock Purdy card was absolutely sick in my opinion. Yeah, man, that's a nice looking card. It's probably a bronze too. And here I got this, I think for like either 10 bucks or so, even less than that. But this is a Gem Mint 10 CJ Stroud base card. Probably hundreds and thousands of these been graded, but it's got an SGC 10, and I was able to get it for pretty dirt cheap because people are low on him now because he didn't really do so well during last season. So pick him up, hold him, maybe closer to the season when speculation and everybody's, you know, getting excited about football again. You could resell that and probably make anywhere from like, you know, 10, 20, 30 bucks. So that's always a play as well. You could buy cards during the off season, especially on their slump. Like he had a sophomore slump. We can possibly see him come back, do some big things next year. So now we're on a basketball. Here's a Tyrese Halliburton, right? I think I got this for cheap too, anywhere from like 99 cents to $5 plus shipping and tax or whatever. So I had to pick this up. This is a red crimson wave, and man, this card looks really good. So a little off center in the back, but you know, Tyrese Halliburton is a talented athlete, very talented, and he's a big gamer. Amen Thompson, this guy's starting to go up in value. He's doing really well in Houston. So him and his brother are actually they're very talented athletes. So I had to go ahead and hop on that wave and get a nice one. This is the white or basically silver ice prism of Amen Thompson. So a lot of cool stuff, you know, whenever we shipped it left and right. Tiger Woods, Hall of Fame golfer. Probably one of the closest to ever get to the man, Jack Nicklaus, but he just never. Unfortunately, he got himself in some bad situations. Also, that car accident did not help him either. His leg is just mangled now. So, you know, Tiger Woods, that was our youth. He was an exciting athlete, and so I had to go ahead and grab one of Tiger Woods. This card looks really good too. Super crisp for being. What year was this made? Back in like, oh goodness, 2001. So for a 2001 card, this looks really good. I'd have to check the surface, but we'll see. All right, surprise. I'm getting into WWE cards. Here's an AJ Styles. I got it for like $18, probably even less than, I think it was like 16 bucks. So this was a actual patch auto, right, of AJ Styles. This is enclosed superstar worn, used material, and autograph are guaranteed by Panini America. So he actually wore this. I don't know if he wore it in a match or anything like that, but this is an actual player or game worn or wrestling worn patch and autograph of AJ Styles. My boy at work, fun fact, he's cousins with AJ Styles, so he'll probably buy this off me. Sean, buy this. All right, here we have a Cooper flag. This is the McFlurries. So if you guys can look real close here, it's got the McFlurry cup in the background around the sides. But Cooper Flag is like the most prospected guy right now coming out of college. He's probably going to go #1 in the NBA draft. So grade it, wait for the draft, boom, sell. You know what I mean? And the McDonald's Topps Chrome, they don't have the official license yet, but they find ways to make cards for players and get you in early, and so, or get you to buy early. So here's a Cooper Flag McFlurry edition. You guys know this guy really well, Shohei Ohtani. Anything Dodger Shohei Ohtani is going to go for good money, even, you know, and you don't have to pay the premium on his rookie cards. So his rookie cards are really out the ceiling right now. You can't even touch them. I mean, after what he did last year. So, I mean, the guy is a phenom. He's an amazing athlete. So this is a cool variation. This is almost the downtownish of Topps. Topps made these cards. It's called Home Field Advantage. It's an insert, a variation. And I like these. I like what goes on in here. There's just a lot going on. You got North Rodeo, Via Rodeo Road, right? That's a very phenomenal place. Dodger Stadium right here in the front. Shohei down here, and then also picture of him as well. There was a card with him like holding his glove in his mouth. I kind of want to get that variation as well. So anything like cool that's eye appealing and catching to the eye, those are good cards to buy because they're extremely liquid. People will also share the same affinity with you, right? They'll be like, that is a sick card. Let me get that. I want that card. Plus, if it grades gem at 10, boost the value. I mean, these goes for probably like anywhere from 2, 3, maybe even 4x, whatever the price is, if you can get a PSA gem at 10 on this card. Jackson Chourio, this is kind of like my dark horse in baseball. I think he's just a talented athlete. He plays for the Brewers, unfortunately, but Jackson Chourio, I got a green prison of him. This is his rookie card. This is also unlicensed, as you can see. You don't have any of the logos and stuff, but I mean, they won't sell for premium, but they'll still get good value if you can get a 10. And here's a gold cup, right? So this is his second year. Also, this is the Topps 35th anniversary. This is the 1990 set. It's like a throwback. They always do like a retro throwback variation of some of their most iconic sets and whatnot. So this is a 1990 variation, Jackson Chourio, and Topps has the license for baseball. So that's how they can put the logos and everything there. Really nice card though, super sick. Sweet card. And Bobby Witt Jr. is gonna wrap it up for us today. Bobby Witt Jr. is just a phenom baseball player, plays for the Royals. They did really well last year with him. Looked for him to even make the next step up and jump. So these guys just get better with time, baseball. They just get, you know, they figure it out and they just continue to do well as long as they stay healthy. Both of these cards were extremely well centered. So I bought them. I think it was like, these two were both selling at the same time. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching. You know, make sure you subscribe if you aren't subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you spending some time with me today. I have a huge Kobe, LeBron, not necessarily too much LeBron, but Kobe and Jordan box that I'm going to reveal to you guys. I've been working with a guy up north of me, and he's like, please just move my collection, man. Just move it. I'll give you half of whatever you make. So I'm like, say less. I got you, bro. So I've been helping him out and we've been working together. So I'm going to show you guys his Kobe's and his Jordan collection. And also he pulled out a couple LeBron rookies the other day. So big stuff going to happen this year here on the channel. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you smash that like button. Also, please comment in the section below if you like what you saw today. All right. Tell your friends. We'll talk to you in the next one. All right. Peace out.